The Three Corners Plaza Fayrouz Beach Resort is one of the best all-inclusive resorts in Marsa Alam. It has so much to offer, so many things to do. It is one of the best all-inclusives as well. We're going to be showing you the breakfast, lunch, dinner in this hotel, things to do, the room tour, and also what the house reef in the hotel and the nearby reefs look like. We are going to be showing you Musa Mubarak as well, and how to get to Musa Mubarak, and also the overall hotel review. Now this hotel is in Marsa Alam. As I said before, it's a resort. There's nothing really anything around it, so leaving the hotel is only really possible by car. Walking is going to take you an awful long time if you want to get somewhere. One of the best things about this hotel is the sea view. Every morning the sunrise view is absolutely breathtaking. We used a Stevens taxi to get to the hotel from the airport. You can also use a taxi provided by the hotel, but it was just a little bit more expensive. So if you want to save some money, Stevens Taxi is a really good rated taxi company, and they have a fixed price. Now, as soon as we got to the hotel, we got some great welcome drinks. This is the reception and the lobby area. In the hotel, the reception was always nice and clean. There was always someone available there to ask questions, and also this is the lobby, which was very quiet. Not many people there in the daytime, but in the nighttime the restaurant outside does tend to get busy. There's always sort of music and drinks available at this restaurant, so a great option if you want to spend your evening somewhere. Now this is also the area where you get to see the hotel's shop. So yes, there is actually a little very tiny shopping center in the hotel itself, and there are shops that sell souvenirs, clothes, shoes, bags, really anything you need. There are about 10 to 12 shops here. There's also some ATM if you want to take some cash out, or if you want to exchange some money. Hotel also has some other great facilities, like its in-house gym. So yes, the gym is available to all guests. There are lots of machines there, all the machines you really need for a good workout. And right next to the gym you have got the clinic. If you get ill, that facility is there as well. There's also a games room place where you've got pool tables, and a spa which has its own swimming pool, and they do multiple different types of treatments in the spa. And they also have a hammam room where you can get Turkish hammam, Turkish massage. So we actually visited the hammam room, and again they've got all the facilities there if you want to have any face or body treatments. So it smelled really nice in there as well. And just a tip is they have fixed prices, but you can actually ask them to alter the prices. That's something that's possible. Other facilities include the kids club. So there's a nice little playground, kids play area. We didn't see any kids. It was really hot that day, so maybe that's why. But they also have a kids swimming pool, which was also very quiet. It's on the sort of the quieter end of the resort. So they have a nice little shallow kids or baby swimming pool, and they also have other swimming pools as well. Also a kids jacuzzi, which is again quite shallow. The adults pool does tend to get really busy. This is the adults pool, so if you do want to have a seat at the adults pool, we would recommend to put your towels down quite early in the morning. We've seen some people get up at 6 in the morning and reserve their chairs. So yes, it does tend to get busy, and do reserve it as early as you can. Now there are many private beaches in this hotel. One of our favorite beach is the Relax beach. It's always a quieter one, and also has some great views. That is the main beach over there, and then Relax beach is the one that we're on at the moment. Again, very quiet and not many people here, but the main beach does tend to get busy in the day. Again, if you do want to reserve a chair or chairs, then make sure you put your towels down and reserve it. So the Relax beach is a nice little corner where again you can actually snorkel from, but yes, the beaches are lovely. You've got the crystal clear blue water, palm trees. It's very lovely, and it's a great place to spend your day. This is the house reef in the Three Corners Fayrouz Plaza Hotel. Again, you can clearly see the water is so clear, which is great for snorkeling, and you've got a shallow end and a deep end. So if you're not a confident snorkeling person like myself, you can actually practice in the shallow end and make your way to the deeper end. The coral is of course better in the deeper end, but for now, let's give you a quick room tour. So we actually are staying at one of the basic double rooms. We were staying in the basic room, but they gave us an upgrade with a sea view room. Now all rooms have a balcony. It was really nice, this walking sort of staircase that led us to our room, just sort of gave it a little bit of privacy. But yes, we are staying in room number 4181, which was the corner room right at the corner end of the corridor, and now we're just going to go in and show you what it looks like. So as soon as you enter the room, you see the bathroom on the right side, and then you've got the bedroom right in front of you, and the balcony after that. The toilet was great, nicely clean, and it also came with lots of amenities, which we were actually not expecting, but it was great to use. And then you've got the wardrobes, you've got your bed on the right hand side. They'd very kindly sort of done it for us. It was a little bit messy prior to this. And then right next to the bed, you've got the little lamp on the side and the side tables, and then you have got the balcony. Now all rooms come with balcony, and you've also got a little sofa sort of to sit and relax if you don't want to go on the bed. The balcony was great. Every morning we woke up, and this is where we saw the sunrise from. You can see the sea, you can also see the main beach of the hotel. It's also great for drying your snorkeling clothes or beach clothes, as it was very hot in Marsa Alam, Egypt. So yes, the balcony was great. Every room comes with a balcony. The only thing about the room I would say is that it wasn't a double bed. It was actually 2 single beds, which were sort of made into a double bed, but we didn't really complain as we were out most of the time. Now we are going to take you to the main restaurant and show you what lunch buffet looks like. So we're going to start from lunch, then move on to dinner and breakfast. So lunch came with lots of different types of salads. So there were so many different types of salads. I've never seen this much variety of salads in a hotel's meal plan, which was great because you could really pick what type of salad you wanted. You also had a choice of bread, as you normally would with the salads. There were also multiple types of live stations where you could get your fresh food from, which I'll show you in a little bit. But yes, you could get chicken or fish. They were sort of the popular options we'd noticed. And again, lots of different types of hot food like rice. Rice is very popular in Egypt. Again, a very popular option in lunch and dinner. Meat, vegetables. You also had a vegetarian and vegan corner. This was sort of pizza and chips. Again, for lunch we sort of also had option from either the healthier side or the not so healthier side of food, and you had spices, pickles, and we also had soup. There was always soup available for breakfast, lunch and dinner, which was great. So you could go for sort of the healthier soups if you wanted. There was also a bread corner. Again, the bread corner was there 3 times a day, so the lunch, breakfast and dinner. You always had some bread options, and pasta live station was always there for lunch and dinner. So you could ask for the pasta that you really wanted. You could create your own pasta. For lunch, again, just some of the things I've missed out are the chips and chicken and peas, and then we also had some other hot options but vegetarian options that were on the side. So vegetarian, vegan, they can actually incorporate that. So if you ask them, they can actually alter their meals for any allergies as well. So we met a lovely lady who said that, you know, she had some allergies and the hotel really sort of looked after her and made sure that her meals were cooked separately and so on. This is the dessert corner. You've got sort of hot dessert, and then you've also got the cold desserts, which include sort of the cakes. This was another salad corner, so yes, a lot more salad. There was just a lot of salad options for lunch. And yes, so this is pretty much what the lunch looks like at the Three Corners Plaza Fayrouz Hotel, and it's actually a great option. We got lots of food and it was greatly cooked as well, so no complaints there, and we never had to wait for a table. So although the hotel was pretty much fully booked, we got a table quite instantly, and there is actually option to sit outside as well if you wish to do that. Now we are going to move on to showing you what an afternoon snack looks like. So you get breakfast, lunch, afternoon snack and dinner. The afternoon snacks are served next to the beach, so they're not served in the main restaurant, and that is the beach over there. You can see the main beach, so I think that's great because you are normally spending your afternoon at the beach. And in the afternoon snack, it's not really heavy food, it's more ice creams, wraps, sort of chips, so the lighter kind of food. The popular option, of course, was ice cream. So ice cream is not served at any other time of the day. It is only served during the afternoon snack period. So it is the popular option. You've got your donuts and other sweet stuff there as well, and then you can also ask for fresh wraps to be made for you. The food options do change day by day. I'm obviously just showing you one day, but yes, it changes per day. Now we are going to move on to dinner. Dinner was back at the main restaurant, and you can see it's actually very different to lunch. There's more wraps, there's more salads, but there's sort of different types of salads. There were lots of cheese options available as well for dinner. And then instead of sort of the fish and instead of sort of the chicken at lunch, we have the fish, so fried fish. So again, they changed that around. The fish was really lovely. I was a bit hesitant to eat it at first, but it was again cooked really well. You also had chicken there as well, and other options available for dinner. You had then rice, but different type of rice, boiled rice instead of the sort of the Mexican type rice at lunchtime. And again, lots of meat options. In Egypt, we have noticed meat is very popular, so you will tend to see it during lunch or dinner, and sometimes even for breakfast they actually have minced meat as a breakfast option. And then again, you have your live station where you can ask to have pasta made however you want, and the vegetarian and vegan hot station as well. Now for dinner, they also had some sort of noodles. They also had curry and potatoes, but different types of potatoes rather than the French fries. They had sort of fried potatoes. And dessert corner was again quite similar to lunch, but different types of cakes. There were many different flavors of cakes, so you'll really get quite spoiled here. And fresh fruit as well if you want to be healthy and you don't want to be eating all them cakes. So you've got lots of different fresh fruit options: watermelon, bananas, apples, plums and so on. And the drinks corner, which I forgot to show you, for lunch is always there as well. Your standard tea, coffee, juice. So yes, you can get unlimited fizzy drinks. So you get sort of Mirinda, Pepsi, Sprite and so on. And then yes, you've got your bread corner. Again, as I said before, there's always soup options, either 1 or 2 soups, which are great. There are actually some very nice and healthy soups available there, and salads as again quite popular, and you will always see a salad option. So there was a lot to choose from really, with both lunch and dinner. There were some differences, especially for dinner. There was a sushi corner, which wasn't there for lunch. So dinner, they do tend to change around. They tend to do sort of different countries, sometimes Italian, Spanish and so on, which is great, so you don't get bored. But that was dinner, really nice. Now we're going to move on to breakfast. So this is the breakfast. Straight away you can see there's a lot of cold options compared to the hot options. So you've got different types of salamis, chickens, you've got salads, but then you have got the hot corner as well. So this sort of chicken dish, spices. You also had soup again for breakfast. They sort of had different types of soups. And then they had egg, the standard sort of English breakfast options, French toast, tomatoes, boiled eggs and so on. And then they also have a live station, which I'll show you later on, where you can ask for omelettes or fried eggs if you want it to be cooked a certain way. I got a omelette pretty much every breakfast, and it was always great. So I would recommend having the omelettes from the omelette station. It was cooked really well. And yes, you've got the pastry option there. So you've got your donuts and croissants, which is again quite standard for breakfast. They also have sort of the hot croissants and the cold croissants, so again you could really choose which ones you wanted. But a great breakfast spread as well. Overall, what I do want to say is that the options were huge in this hotel, and some of the best options that I have seen overall in all-inclusive hotels. We have previously stayed at all-inclusive hotels, but this is probably one of the best we've seen, and the staff were absolutely lovely. They always had a smile on their face, and they were sort of always pouring down drinks. Everyone was really friendly. And yes, you've got the fresh pancake station, which was one of my favorite stations. I love pancakes for breakfast. So yes, a lot to offer. We would really give this sort of a 9 out of 10 for meal plan. For an all-inclusive hotel, they've really gone out and above, and they've got so much to offer that you will just not get bored. There's sort of a meal going around all day. Now, because we stayed there for 4 nights, we also got a voucher to use at one of their main restaurants, which is not the buffet restaurants. We went for the Lebanese restaurant and got mixed grill there, which we would highly recommend. So again, the main restaurant was also really good. We're going to move on to other things in the hotel. Now, you do get an option to take a shuttle to Port Ghalib from the hotel. If you don't fancy the food in the hotel, then this place will definitely have something that you want to eat. There's so many different types of restaurants, bars and clubs here. So there are restaurants where you can eat different types of cuisines, whether you want Egyptian or if you want something European as well, there's that option. This is also the place where you can get boats from in the morning if you want to do snorkeling trips. And yes, they've got a shopping center much bigger than the one in the hotel, but it is very expensive. So I would say be very careful when you're buying here. Do remember to haggle. They will charge you quite a lot because it's a touristy place. But yes, Port Ghalib is great if you are looking to spend your evening somewhere. We were not really a big fan of it. I think we much rather sort of have spent it in the hotel, but we wanted to check it out. So it's great if you want to have a drink and so on, or if you want to have a sort of chilled evening outside of the hotel. But other than that, we preferred the hotel. So yes, coming back to the hotel, other facilities available are that you can actually hire your snorkeling and scuba diving equipment from the hotel itself. They had their own little sort of area, like a little shop where you could hire equipment. The prices weren't so bad. We needed to hire quite a bit, like the life jacket, the fins, so it wasn't too bad for us. We didn't have to hire the snorkeling gear, so it worked out quite cheap. But yes, it's not as bad as it would be in some European countries. This is the house reef in the hotel, so you sort of just walk on it. As I said before, it starts from the shallow end, which literally the water's up to your knees, and then it increases as you go further. I started from the shallow end just to sort of gain some more practice before I go to the deep end, so that option is available for you, and there's actually quite a lot of fish on the shallow end. But now we're going to take you to Musa Mubarak, which is a reef that's quite close to the hotel, about a 15-minute walk on average, and it's a fine walk. I mean, before going I didn't really know what to expect, but it's a fine walk. There's nothing to worry about. You can just, it's 10 to 15-minute walk, and yes, just make sure you take sensible shoes when you're walking there. But this reef is great if you want to see the dugongongs and the turtles. Now, there isn't really any coral at Marsa Mubarak. There's mostly grass, which makes it perfect for the turtles and the dugongongs because that's their food. And we were very lucky to see the dugongong on our very first snorkel at Musa Mubarak. Our tips would be to go really early in the morning. So for the dugongong, we sort of woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning and really just left for Musa Mubarak at 5:30. So it was very, very early in the morning, and we were lucky enough to see the dugongong. Now, there were other people there as well who were having a look at the dugongong, so try not to go obviously close to the dugongong. Don't touch it, as we would normally say as well. We do need to protect especially the dugongongs, as they are nearly extinct. But yes, it was a great experience. We would really recommend the Musa Mubarak reef if you are interested in either seeing the dugongong or the turtles. But as I said before, there are no corals here, but we will go back to our house reef and show you the corals that the Three Corners Fayrouz hotel has. But yes, we were very impressed with Musa Mubarak. Also, there is a lifeguard from the Three Corners hotel at Musa Mubarak always, which is great. Again, they really look after you and they really protect you. They even take your name and room number down every time you go to make sure that, you know, everything's fine at the end of the day and you return back and nothing's happened. But this is us going from Musa Mubarak with the other people, as you can see, back to the Three Corners Fayrouz hotel. That's our hotel and that's our main beach area, and there you can see a person just sitting there, always there to take your name and room number down. This is the house reef at the Three Corners Fayrouz Plaza Beach Resort. So this is the private coral reef that we've got and only hotel guests can use. So Musa Mubarak gets quite busy, especially in the afternoon and evenings, with all the tours coming, the boats, and then they've got a hotel there as well, so it can get very packed. Whereas the reef in the hotel is only for guests, no boats are allowed here, so you really get it to yourself. This is the deeper end, this is really the only deeper end that you can go to, and it really doesn't disappoint. There is so much fish, so much life in this sort of area. We were so impressed. It's actually even better than some of the corals we've seen in Maldives. Again, we would really recommend not only the hotel but really Marsa Alam if you do like snorkeling and it's something you enjoy. Now, if that's not enough to make you want to book your flights and your hotel and stay at this amazing all-inclusive resort, then there is more. Yes, you can never get bored at this hotel. They have amazing morning, evening and afternoon activities. One of the popular afternoon activities is the foam party. So yes, that was really fun. Everyone had a great time at the foam party, and it happens quite consistently. So there's a sheet at breakfast which has details on what the activities are going to be on the day, so have a look at that. And then there's also evening entertainment, so they do a show every evening. Once a week they do a fire show, and that is quite a popular show, so do have a look at the itinerary and get involved. But they also do a volleyball in the swimming pool every day as well. There's 2 times a day they do that, and then you've got the bar next to the pool as well, again with unlimited drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic. But as we drink only non-alcoholic drinks, it was still great for us, but those who do drink alcoholic, that option is there available for you. This is a beautiful hotel. Again, I just want to emphasize it is one of the best all-inclusive hotels we have been to, and we would definitely recommend it to anyone in doubt. It has great snorkeling areas, and it's also got great food and great customer service. Everyone was super lovely. No one tried to sort of get money off us, as you normally do see in the reviews and YouTube videos. No one tried to sort of charge us extra on anything. Everyone was just genuinely super helpful. So yes, we would definitely recommend anyone wanting to go to this hotel and also visit Marsa Alam. We hope you enjoyed watching this overly detailed review. Do remember to like and subscribe to our channel if you did, and follow us on Instagram. Take care.